Alright, welcome back everyone. We are here in game number 3 against Infinity's Zergling versus Legendary's Adonn. We do have Adonn on the left-hand side as the red Protoss, and on the right-hand side we have Zergling as the purple Zerglings. And this is the MLG Metalopolis map, which means that they cannot spawn in close running positions. So in other words, Artus does know that Zergling is not on the very top side, and Zergling knows that Adonn is not on the bottom. On the very 6 o'clock position. So there's going to be 2 spots that they can spawn in. For Zergling can only be here or here, and same for his opponent as well too. Let's see how they both start out. So far, they're just droning up. Nothing cheesy going on. Nothing unusual. Somebody is asking for the stream, and I will gladly give that at any time. I always like to have more followers. You can follow me at any time as well at that same stream. Be sure to follow me anytime I go live. You can get an email on that if you prefer. Adonn is poking around. He does see that he pretty well automatically knows now since he scouted that area. He's not there. He knows he's in this section here. We do see the extractor going up pretty quickly, which means he's going to get a pretty fast pool as well too, spawning pool, so he can get those Zerglings out. And he does spawn. He does move his Overlord across to see that there is nothing in his close by air positions as well. So he is going to start moving across the map yet again to see what his opponent's doing. And that would be he's building an assimilator and also getting his gateway. We do see that spawning pool has gone down. We do have the 3 drones that are that are mining out of this gas. So we are going to see probably the fast Zergling movement upgrade coming pretty quickly. Always important to have your Zerglings moving quickly. And the gateway does come up, so that means that we are going to get the Cybernetics core building as soon as he gets his 150, and there it goes. Not only is he getting that ability for his Stalkers, but he's also effectively blocking this ramp. Only a very tiny unit can get through here, and usually they stick a Zealot or something inside here so that no units can get through. We do see the metabolic boost coming up for Zergling, and we do see the Zealot coming up as well too. So far, pretty standard play from both players. And that probe does scout all the way around and sees what's coming out. We do have some Zerglings that are going to block any probes from coming out, and it looks like we're going to get the expansion almost immediately. No, he is going to hold. Now he does get that expansion now. So we have 2 hatcheries going up. The first queen is almost finished. And Zerglings are scouting around the map just to see if there's any hidden pylons so that he can't warp in very quickly. He's looking for anything he can find, and we do have this probe sitting on the south side. Zergling is going to miss that, not going to see him. So actually a pretty good hiding spot in that game of hide and seek. Zergling's looking all over the map, but the one place he didn't look is where that probe is parked at. Although we can't say there isn't a pylon there yet, but there always could be. And he can always warp in units from that pylon once the warp gate technology does finish, and he won't have near as far to run. We do see 2 more gateways coming up. So he has a total of 3 currently. He does get his first sentry, and he's not getting a lot of gas yet, so he may be going for another. No, he's getting a Twilight Council. He's getting a very quick Twilight Council. No, he cancels that. Oh, he's just going to move it over just a little bit. Doesn't want to get it too close just in case an Overlord decides to pop through here. We do see that the Zerglings do have their speed upgrade, and they are starting to move in now. I don't think very much is going to get done with those Zerglings moving up. We do have a sentry with a force field ability, so if he does pop up this ramp, he can cancel 1 or 2 of those. And no, he's just going to take 1 of those down. But if a bunch comes up, he can force field some of them in. And he does extend a pylon out to outside the ramp. But I don't think, no, this Zealot is not parked right now, although there are force fields, so it's not too big of a deal. Gateways are starting to open up now. No expansion yet on this Twilight Council. But we do have a lot of Zerglings that are massing up for Zergling. Let's see what he ends up doing with these. We do see the Forge going down in this just outside the ramp, trying to funnel in some of that. And a lot of Zealots are being created as well, too. Still no upgrade on that yet. We do see the Forge is... Where did the Forge go? Oh, it's just being created. Sorry about that. Zerglings are coming in, sees all the Zealots. And we do see the Dark Shrine coming out. Also a Spore Crawler, so we can see that there is a player that has stalled out. We are just going to wait for that player to come back, and we will continue analysis. And while we're just sitting there, unfortunately, I can't move the camera around, but I can see that Adonn is supply blocked right now. He's not building any pylons currently. He's going to have to build some pylons before he can get anything out. Zergling does have plenty of overlords across the field. He has started to spread them out, and it looks like he's actually started his third base as well, but that's been scouted. Yep, it's been scouted by Adonn here. But Zergling has an idea that this Dark Shrine is coming out, either that or some airplay, because he has started Spore Crawlers. And usually about the 7-minute mark, especially if you don't see a lot of units up in the front, you know that there's some tech that's going on. We do see the Nexus that's been created, so the Zergling is prepared for that. He is starting to chew away on some of these shields, and he starts moving out pretty quickly. Zergling does surround that Zealot. He does lose that Zealot. He is trying to start marching in, but there is a force field that comes up, and he's going to take out this Forge. Nothing really building on this Forge right now. It's not that big of an issue, but that was 150 minerals that is going to go away. No, he does pull back just in time. Although those Zerglings did get a taste of what the Forge tastes like, and I'm sure they're going to want to take that out. Although I think Zerglings do find that the taste of a Nexus tastes a whole lot better than a Forge, and this Forge is at about half health right now. He is trying to take it down. Nothing really coming out. We do see the Dark Templars that have come in, and the Forge has gone down. And he looks like he is going to take out this Forge, so the Forge does go down. Only just 1 or 2 Zealots rushing in. Zealots do a great job against Zerglings, but whenever they get surrounded, oh no, he doesn't pull it off. And yes, he does come back to take that down. He does take out that that Zealot. But I think that, well, we don't have a lot of units here. Maybe the Queen can come in. He's not paying attention to it right now. Those Zerglings go down pretty quick. He does build some more, but they're going in the wrong direction. Oh, we have a gateway. We have a cannon blowing up in this area here. He's going to take out that third, and we also do have the Dark Templar that are inside the base. And they are going to kill off this Queen. Yes, they do kill the Queen off, but at the same time, the Queen sacrifices himself for all of these drones. No, yeah, the Dark Templar are doing really well. They're taking out the main. We do have a Roach Warren that is going down, but we don't have any. Nope, there is no upgrade on the hatchery yet. And we do see that even though the cannon was destroyed, we do have a Dark Templar in here that is taking out this hatchery. Only about 2 or 3 more hits, and it's going to go down. And we do see Spine Crawlers going up to protect themselves against any more Dark Templars that may be in here. But we do have 2 in the base still, and it's going to take out this spawning pool, which means no more Zerglings are going to be created. And I'm going to be curious if they try to take out this Roach Warren next. No, they're going after the Evolution Chamber. I'm not sure about that. I'm not an expert, but if he takes out this Roach Warren as well. No, he does have the spawning pool that is coming down, so he will have some units that can be produced. And Zergling does take out the Dark Templars from the main base, but the Dark Templars did take out the third base, and he was not going for the second base. He does see that the Spore Crawler, I think the Spore Crawler died as well too. No, he just got moved to the backside. Zerglings are starting to stream in now, but there's a very effective wall that's coming in up at the front, and he does have +1 weapons being created. Let's take a look at the army supply, and we can see that Adonn is well ahead in the army supply count. All things are pretty equal in the worker supply count, though. And the Zerglings do try to move in, but they do get shielded off. Oh, and they do take down that natural base. It was already weak from before, and it looks like they got trapped inside the force field, and since we were trapped inside, we might as well take out that base. And there we go. It is taken out. So we only have 1 base to 2 now. He does start his base yet again, does Adonn. But unfortunately, no third base is going to be able to be built for Zergling because a Dark Templar is standing right in the middle, and as soon as a drone comes up, it's going to get swiped in probably 1 hit. And we do see the main that is going back down. I said there was 2 bases, but actually there was only 1 base. Main base is going back up again. He'll be able to move those drones back across and start mining yet again. If we take a look at the income tab, yep, still pretty even as far as the income tab goes, although we can see that Adonn's army is at 73 to Zergling's 48, total number of units. We also see ground weapons number 1 is almost completed. More stalkers are coming out, and we do see a ton of drones coming out as well too. 7 drones are coming out. We also see roach speed coming up as well too. And on the other side, we do have... Yep, the Forge is getting Chrono Beasted, and it is getting its 2nd upgrade as soon as the first one finishes, so it's getting a +2 attack. And 1 more gateway is going down. Oh, yes, here in the main base. But that's a very big wall there. If Zergling wants to come in with that, he's not going to probably be able to kill that off with Zerglings. He's going to have to come across with some roaches. Although if he has roaches, they have a range of 4. He could come across this back side here and maybe take out this forge. But at the same time, too, I think the stalkers do have blink. They'd be able to blink up right away and take care of a lot of those roaches. Queen has been started created. Oh, yes. So the main does come up for Zergling. And we still have a lot of units inside the natural base. And he does move, although he does move several of these across. Nothing still in this extractor yet. So if he needs more gas... he'll be moving some things in there very shortly. The 3rd does go down. I'm not sure. Oh, yeah, we had an Overseer that came across. Sorry, I missed that earlier. Overseer came across with some roaches and took out that Dark Templar. And we do see that a probe is building a pylon here, so he is going to be able to warp in units closer and not have to run all the way across the map. And the 2nd extractor does go back up in the main. Still nothing building on it yet, but there will be something shortly, I'm quite sure. And yes, there they go right there. And lots of roaches being created, also with some drones. And a lot of pylons going up. Let's see where those pylons are being created at. Probably, yeah. Oh, yeah, he's completely walling off his natural. There is no way that Zerglings are going to come racing in from any side of this. They're going to have to chew through some of these pylons before they get anywhere. But while they're chewing, though, there are going to be some cannons. They're going to be chewing on them as well, too. Adonn does move out with all of his army, making sure there's nothing hidden inside the back of that base. And he's also taking out some of that creep colony that was coming out. I'm sorry, the creep tumor. And he is moving up. He's going to take out this 3rd very quickly, although the roaches are starting to come in. But that is a lot of stalkers to come in, especially now that they're force filled and they just run away. He's going to have to abandon this 3rd base and prepare himself for for his natural. A lot of overlords are just sitting in the middle of this, and if the stalkers try to pick them off, he could get supply blocked if he keeps all these. And I don't think, no, they don't have speed yet, so they all move very slow. And in come the stalkers. There are some roaches. They are trying to get this around. There are a lot of roaches. A lot of stalkers in the back just walking around trying to get. But he is effectively micromanaging these as soon as they start going to low health. He blinks them to the back so that they don't die and can live another day and keep fighting. These roaches are getting picked off. Only about 5 or 6 left, and they are going down very quick. They are all on low energy. A few more come in, but I think that the number of these stalkers is just going to be far too much. He's got a large supply, and there's the GG by Zergling, and Adonn is going to knock Zergling out of his 2-win streak to take game number 3 and move on to the next match. So we'll start game number 4 here in just a moment. This is SirReal, and we will be back with you shortly.